Every year, students that have a deep appreciation for science as well as technology and agriculture apply to be recognized for their efforts within the STAR and Agriscience Award. The State Agriscience Award is given to one who is actively engaged in agriscience research and experimentation. The 5 categories that students compete in include botany, engineering, environmental sciences, zoology, biochemistry, microbiology, and food science. Join me in welcoming to the stage our State Star Agriscience finalists.
The 2015 State Star Agriscience finalists are, from the North Coast region, Emma Manukian. From the San Joaquin region, Wade Joseph Souza. From the South Coast region, Bailey Risconi. From the Southern region, Daniel McMillan. And from the Superior region, Sammy Poldervart.
Emma Manukian is a member of the Healdsburg FFA chapter and is the finalist for STAR in Agriscience from the North Coast region. Emma's agriscience experiment was on the temperature effects on the rate of fermentation on wine grapes, as well as yeast effects on the rate of fermentation on organic apple juice. Through her research, she has learned to determine the effects temperature has on grape juice fermentation, the values of proper sanitation of materials for accurate results, worker safety practices while conducting fermentation projects, how to test sugar levels in juice, and the significance and implications of evaluating changes to industry trends. Congratulations, Emma! The finalist for STAR in Agriscience from the San Joaquin region is Wade Souza, a member of the Tulare FFA chapter. Wade's agriscience project is on morbidity and mortality rates based on stress levels in dairy calves. The source of this study was a group of 132 calves at the Casablanca Cattle Company. For each test day, calves were scored on a scale of 1 to 3 based on how stressed the calf was. Wade discovered through his project that weather and environment can play a huge role in the calves' health. Wade hopes that his research will help dairymen keep a higher percentage of their calves. Congratulations, Wade! Bailey Risconi is a member of the King City FFA chapter and is the finalist for STAR in Agriscience from the South Coast region. Bailey's agriscience project is on the effects and treatment of peach leaf curl. She began her research in October of 2013 when she came across peach leaf curl infected trees on her school farm. By testing various treatments, she discovered that chlorophenol was the most effective cure, leaving only 1% of the leaves still infected. Bailey has learned how to safely mix chemicals as well as how to properly apply the treatments to avoid toxicity and ensure the tree's health. She wants to continue her research so that one day she can find an even better treatment for this disease and help farmers across the state. Great job, Bailey! The finalist for STAR in Agriscience from the Southern region is Daniel McMullen, a member of the El Capitan FFA chapter. Daniel's agriscience experiment is on the effectiveness of regular soap, antibacterial soap, and hand sanitizer in reducing bacterial counts. The goal of his research was to determine whether the use of hand sanitizer decreased the risk of foodborne illness by decreasing the number of bacteria on workers' hands compared to regular soap. Daniel discovered that hand sanitizer was more effective than regular soap and should be used with regular hand washing to prevent foodborne illness. Through his work, he learned how to properly conduct a scientific investigation by writing a research paper and analyzing data. Great work, Daniel! Sammy Poldervart is a member of the Hamilton City FFA chapter and is the finalist for STAR in Agriscience from the Superior region. Sammy's agriscience project consists of testing the genetics of calves in herd dairy to help produce the best herd possible. Sammy had the opportunity to work firsthand with her dad and a representative from Zoetis, sampling the ears of calves. Through this process, she is able to see which calf is best in terms of breeding, net merit, milk production, body type, and the probability of illness. Sammy has been able to make great improvements in her dairy herd because of her research. Congratulations, Sammy!
And the 2015 State Star Agriscience student is Emma Manukian of the Healdsburg chapter from the North Coast region. Congratulations, Emma.
Let's congratulate our State Star Agriscience finalists one last time as they exit the stage.
The Star in Agriculture Placement Award is given to one member with the Best Placement SAE program and proven leadership skills. The member's placement experience can include paid labor hours or directed laboratory unpaid labor hours. Let's meet our finalists from each region within the Star in Agriculture Placement Award.
The 2015 State Star finalists in Agriculture Placement are from the Central Region, Mark Abdallah. From the North Coast Region, Anthony Kilsura. From the San Joaquin Region, Brandon Martin. From the South Coast Region, Justin Mesa. From the Southern Region, Isaac Varela. And from the Superior Region, Troy Ingram.
Mark Abdallah from the Gustine FFA chapter is the Star in Agriculture Placement Award finalist from the Central Region. Mark works as a full-time employee at the Abdallah Chicken Ranch, which is a contract grower that produces humane-certified, free-range, organic chickens for foster farms. Working on the chicken ranch, he strives to maintain the correct living environment for the birds through a computer system that controls multiple aspects of the environment. He is also responsible for all tractor work on the ranch, with tasks that include turning and leveling litter, washing down the chicken houses, and pulling in fresh organic shavings. While working for his family's poultry operation, he has learned modern poultry production skills, interpersonal communication skills, effective record-keeping methods, how to manage employees, and how to operate and maintain equipment. He plans to one day own the Abdallah Chicken Ranch. Congratulations, Mark! Tony Klesura from the Healdsburg FFA chapter is the Star in Agriculture Placement Award finalist from the North Coast region. Beginning his freshman year, Tony has worked for Butcher Dairy, which is a 750-cow organic dairy that is owned by his stepdad. Since his start, he was rapidly integrated into the day-to-day operations and has quickly accumulated responsibility at the dairy. When working, his tasks include mixing feed, feeding calves, heifers, and cows with proper nutrition, checking for pregnancy in cows, cleaning free stalls and calf hutches, and maintaining equipment on the dairy. Through his placement at Butcher Dairy, Tony has learned the proper protocol and safety practices of artificial insemination, veterinary skills necessary to having a healthy dairy herd, the proper way to safely operate equipment, techniques of handling animals, and how to feed calves. Way to go, Tony! The Star in Agriculture Placement Award finalist from the San Joaquin region is Brandon Martin from the Tulare FFA chapter. Brandon works for his father's company, John Martin Farming, in which they manage and farm land for customers, as well as some of their own land. The business has over 5 different clients where they have managed and harvested crops such as corn, wheat, alfalfa, and occasionally oats and sorghum. Brandon's responsibilities include running and servicing equipment such as hay balers, swathers, tractors, discs, cultivators, and sprayers. The company he works for also owns 20 acres of walnut trees, and he has learned a new set of skills that are required in nut production. As a result of working for John Martin Farming, Brandon has gained knowledge of how to properly irrigate a variety of crops through furrow, surface, and drip irrigation, how to operate and repair multiple types of equipment, and how to maintain records of crop yields and irrigation. Nice job, Brandon. Justin Massa from the Soledad FFA chapter is the Star in Agriculture Placement Award finalist from the South Coast region. Justin started his SAE his freshman year when he began working for his family's business, Conv Soil Amendments, where they produce compost. Starting out, his responsibilities included pulling weeds, as well as gathering and recording temperature from the compost piles. Later, he became trained on how to wash the equipment, and that became his job at the yard until he was able to drive tractors and dump trucks. He now loads delivery trucks, works with customers, continues to wash the equipment, and does minor repairs. Justin plans to become a certified Class A welder so that he can do more repairs on the equipment. Working for Conv Soil Amendments, he has gained the skills to remove growing vegetation and fungi from compost piles, operate multiple types of equipment, safely clean equipment, and manage the environment of compost piles. Way to go, Justin. From the Southern region, the Star in Agriculture Placement Award finalist is Isaac Varela of the Fallbrook FFA chapter. For the past 4 years, Isaac has been employed at his family's local citrus processing company, Varela's Produce Distribution. He has a variety of responsibilities, such as cleaning external abrasions from fruit, sorting and packaging it based on size and regularity, and even doing maintenance on small engines. As a result of Isaac's efforts, the company now distributes produce out of state to Arizona, Nevada, and Utah. He has also taken on a role in managing the finances of the company, and he has become in charge of shipping and receiving paperwork, as well as invoices and purchase orders. Over the course of his placement, he has expanded his knowledge of marketing and sales, finances, internal engine combustion troubleshooting, food safety handling practices, and identifying diseases and insects. Nice job, Isaac. Troy Ingram of the Gridley FFA chapter is the Star in Agriculture Placement Award finalist from the Superior region. Troy is employed at his father's business, Troy Hay Sales. He started by selling hay, cleaning the hay barn, and helping to stack and move hay. His responsibilities increased, and he began to operate equipment, manage ranches on his own, check the weight of loads to make sure they were legal to haul, as well as loading and preparing trucks. He has played a role in almost every part of forage production, from planting and using a seed drill to fertilizing, cutting, raking, baling, and stacking hay. He operates the sales barn every Wednesday and Saturday, averaging about 25 customers each day. Working at Troy Hay Sales, he has learned communication skills, how to weld to make repairs to equipment, how to efficiently irrigate and know when crops are ready to harvest, how to manage a business, and how to grow different forage crop varieties. Well done, Troy.
And the 2015 State Star in Agriculture placement is Brandon Martin from the Tulare chapter in the San Joaquin region. Great job, Brandon.
Let's congratulate our Agriculture Placement Star Award recipients once more.
Each year, one member with the Denton Best Non-Production Entrepreneurial Agribusiness SAE and proven leadership skills is selected to be the Star in Agribusiness winner. Within the California FFA Association, this is the highest achievement for a person pursuing a career in agribusiness. Let's meet the finalists for the Star in Agribusiness Award.
From the Central region, Tim Truax. From the San Joaquin region, Brody Williams. And from the Superior region, Aaron Unkefer.
Tim Truax is from the Turlock-Pittman FFA chapter and is this year's Central Region Star Ag Business finalist. Tim operates his own sheep shearing business known as Truax Small Flock Shearing. Tim's business targets breeders raising no more than 30 head of sheep. The business has grown rapidly from a 2-client business to 25 breeders in various counties. Tim has also diversified his business by going into the stock show industry. He has 6 clients that utilize this type of service. Every year, he shears 12 show lambs, which get shown at the Stanislaus County Fair. With all the sheep Tim shears, he collects the wool to donate to an organization in North Carolina that produces blankets for troops deployed overseas. Tim has worked with a privately owned business to develop a company logo and launched a line of merchandise products like hats, shirts, and stickers to advertise his business. Great job, Tim. Brody Williams is from the Golden West FFA chapter and is this year's San Joaquin Region Star Ag Business finalist. Brody works in his family-owned and operated business called Anything Ag Williams & Sons. He repairs engines and does custom fabrication in his ag mechanic shop. The business started about 5 years ago with only 1 customer and has now grown to nearly 20. Brody has learned valuable skills such as welding, equipment service and repair, and diagnosing equipment problems. He has kept close connections with customers to ensure they have the proper equipment to keep their fleet of tractors and vehicles operating. Brody has been in the process of securing a contract with Mission Linen to expand the business. Brody's future plan is to one day own his own ag mechanic shop and continue to help local farmers rebuild their ag vehicles. Congratulations, Brody. Aaron Unkeffer is from the Anderson FFA chapter and is this year's Star Agribusiness finalist. Aaron's project consists of raising laying hens. Aaron sells fresh eggs to a local supermarket store and other local customers. She has 11 barred rock pullets and has raised them organically. With the help of her ag teacher and parents, Erin has built her own chicken coop in her backyard and plans to expand her project by building more. Through this project, Erin has learned the importance of marketing and food safety. After she collects 1 to 2 dozen eggs, she washes each egg in warm water and checks for any cracks or deformities. Erin's future plans are to expand her business and continue learning about laying hens. Way to go, Erin!
And the 2015 State Star in Agriculture Business is Brody Williams from the Golden West chapter in the San Joaquin region. Congratulations, Brody.
Join me in giving our Star in Agribusiness finalists one last round of applause as they exit the stage.
The State Star Farmer Award represents the best among the state FFA degree recipients. Finalists for this award have mastered skills in production, finance, management, and/or research. The State Star Farmer Award is considered the highest recognition in the state for an aspiring young farmer, as the award recognizes achievement in both career and leadership development. Let's give a huge welcome to our 2015 State Star Farmer finalists.
The 2015 State Star Farmer finalists are, from the Central Region, Tony Lopes. From the North Coast region, Stephen Posey. From the San Joaquin region, Mark Caviero. From the South Coast region, Connor Vernon. From the Southern region, Kennedy Wagner. And from the Superior region, Andrea Thomas.
Tony Lopes of the Gustine FFA chapter is the star finalist from the Central region. Tony's project started with 1 calf through the local 4-H program and has now grown to over 46 registered Holsteins. He shows great dedication to the cow's comfort and care by housing them in well-maintained facilities with routine evaluations by veterinarians, nutritionists, hoof trimmers, and parlor maintenance personnel. Tony takes every opportunity to improve the health, productivity, and quality of his cattle. His goal is to not only have winning cattle in the show ring, but to have a cow functionally sound, highly productive, and high-performing in all facets of the industry. Tony credits his communication, decision-making, genetic selection knowledge, and financial management insight all to the projects he has undertaken while in the FFA. Great job, Tony. Stephen Posey of the Petaluma FFA chapter is the star finalist from the North Coast region. Stephen's unique SAE consists of 4 projects: beef, sheep, ag mechanics, and dairy production entrepreneurship. His sheep enterprise consists of 55 crossbred ewes and rams that are used for both shows and commercial purposes. Recently, he has improved his marketing and has begun selling fresh lamb at local farmers markets. Stephen's beef enterprise consists of over 30 head of limousine cattle, 20 head of Angus cattle, and multiple market steers. He enjoys keeping his family tradition alive, while also continuing to improve the quality of his cattle and to prepare for the future that he has in the cattle industry. With his dairy production SAE project, Stephen takes great pride in competing at local fairs, regional shows, and even national expositions. Stephen's motivation comes from raising, showing, selling, and breeding livestock. Keep up the great work, Stephen. Mark Caviero of the Madera FFA chapter is the star finalist from the San Joaquin region. His SAE project consists of growing and harvesting 10 acres of wine grapes
as well as 20 acres of Butte and Padre almonds. The Thompson seedless grapes that Mark grows are contracted with Constellation Wines and are made into sparkling wine. Mark's Butte and Padre almonds are processed in Fresno at the Holland Nut Company. Mark began his project in business in the 8th grade when he was able to rent 10 acres of vineyard from his father. Mark strives to increase the yield of both crops and to broaden his knowledge and experience to become even more successful in the future. Currently, Mark is responsible for spraying, irrigating, pruning, and prepping for harvest. Excellent job, Mark. Connor Vernon of the Nipomo FFA chapter is the star finalist from the South Coast region. Connor's SAE project began in 2008 with his 2 ewe lambs, 3 market lambs, and 2 market hogs. Since then, Connor has expanded his flock to over 20 ewes. He exhibits their offspring at multiple jackpot shows up and down the state of California, as well as nationally. Connor not only enjoys the management of his sheep flock, but the phenotypic and genotypic selection of his market and prospect hogs. He is constantly evaluating his livestock's health, behavior, and breeding selections to ensure that his herd quality will be the most favorable on paper as well as in the show ring. Connor hopes to increase his livestock herds to support his future education and provide a sound base for his career in agriculture. Awesome job, Connor. Kennedy Wagner of the El Capitan FFA chapter is the star finalist from the Southern region. Kennedy has 4 phenomenal projects, which consist of market swine, market sheep, market goats, and hay production. Kennedy spends numerous hours in her barn feeding, watering, working with her animals, cleaning pens, and prepping her livestock for upcoming fairs and jackpot shows. Within Kennedy's swine project, she has mastered artificial insemination breeding techniques, estrus synchronization, and heat detection. She understands livestock nutrition and ration development that directly improves the size of the litters. She takes pride in her pig sales to local clubs and chapters. Her pursuits in her SAE have highly motivated her to expand her herd and continue raising show stock. Well done, Kennedy. Andrea Thomas of the Calusa FFA chapter is the star finalist from the Superior region. Andrea has a multitude of projects, raising hogs for fairs and jackpots, managing over 150 acres of forage production, and 6 commercial cows that she raises to sell the calves to the feeder calf market. With her swine production project, Andrea is responsible for the day-to-day care and also utilizes breeding techniques such as collecting the boar and artificially inseminating. This past year, Andrea was able to reconstruct new facilities for feeder pigs to be housed, as well as to give members a show ring to practice. Along with hogs, Andrea has found her true passion, helping manage 54 acres of alfalfa and 100 acres of oat hay. She has grown a grass and oat hay mixture at her school farm, where students will soon be able to put their animals on pasture. Andrea is fully responsible for the ground preparation, disking and rolling fields, pulling irrigation checks, spreading seed, flood irrigating, and running the swather. Great job, Andrea. And the 2015 State Star Farmer is Tony Lopes of the Gustine chapter in the Central region. Great job, Tony.
California FFA, let's congratulate our State Star Farmer finalists one last time.